Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostle GMS who teach and rule well. And salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I'm going to get into this article real fast. This is about the devil as usual, all of a sudden this guy right here, Bill Gates, has become a leader in society as far as how we should breathe, how we should maneuver, and how we should eat now, When I remember this guy, he was into the computer programming, doing that Microsoft stuff, and now he's become a leader in this society, in this evil, wicked society. Let me read this headline. This will make you mad. It says, Bill Gates urges fans to eat synthetic meat to save planet. Now, all of a sudden, these guys, these elites have an agenda, and Bill Gates is, he's helping their agenda out. He's a part of their agenda in one form or fashion or another, because he comes with the computers. He's all across the computers, as far as, not the computer slack, he's all across the media, I should say, as of late. And the world is listening to this clown, and says synthetic meat to save the planet. Now, anything about anything synthetic is worthless. It's not good. And that's one thing that Esau loves to do. He likes to make things synthetic. He likes to take a something that's plain and good and try to break it down and make it his way. That's what this devil's been doing for some time. Think about the GMO foods. This devil goes into the laboratories. He takes an apple. He takes an orange. He'll break them. He'll look at DNA and molecules and everything, and he'll pull out certain DNAs just to create his own and say that he created his own. They have they had these islands off the coast down in Georgia and towards the Carolinas, where they had they have experimental islands over there where they experiment on different things, man. And this devil, he's been doing this for quite some time as far as genetically modifying, genetically crossing, genes of different things and different, different animals. This devil, he created different dogs and stuff. Not created, but he made different dogs, in different laboratories, man. Short dogs to small dogs. He has toy dogs. These were all created by this devil, man. So here he is now. He's creating synthetic meat. And he says to save the planet. When all actuality, it will kill you. Anything synthetic will kill you, man. Those GMO foods that we are intaking and eating, they are breaking us down from the inside out. All for this devil to make a profit. That's what he's doing at the end of the day. He says dismisses crazy conspiracies about the jabs and 5G and Reddit. So let me read some of this. I'm going to bring out some verses. He says, Microsoft founder Bill Gates brushed away crazy conspiracy theories about himself, 5G, and the jab during an Ask Me Anything session on Reddit, where he promoted his new book and sung the praises of synthetic meat. So this was about, he's promoting his new book. These devils, he has an agenda. He goes to Switzerland for meetings and stuff, the World Economic Forum. This is all speaking evil. This is the same guy who got on TV, national TV, a solid year or two ago, and told the world what would happen if the world shut down because of a flu or something to that effect. And it's on video. And what happened right after that? A few months later, everything shuts down. So this devil, he's here to, he's giving a little piece of the elite's plans, but at the same time, he's putting his foot in his mouth. This demon right here, he rides around with all the money. They claim he's the richest in the world, one of the richest men in the world, but he drives Toyota Camrys and just lives a simple Edomite life, man. Those are simple people, man. But let me get back to this. So he says that the new book that he's coming out, and he's singing the praises of synthetic meat. Gates fielded questions. So, let me get back to this synthetic meat, because one thing you got to realize too, that these elites have a plan as far as population control. You're gonna eat those synthetic meat, it's gonna break you down, man. But let me continue. It says, however, it didn't take long before Netsons pressed him on conspiracy-minded allegations that he is involved in a shadowy plot to implant microchips in unwilling vaccine recipients. I am innocent, Gates protested, adding, the whole thing about the 5G and microchips is pretty crazy. Why would I want to do that? See, this is the thing. In society, you have to deem people. So we're deemed the crazy ones because we know about this RFID chip, and that's what we make videos on it. We're on the highways and byways, and we're talking about that. We talk about this 5G thing. But and all they have to do is just say we're crazy, we're conspiracy theorists. That's their only defense. And once that comes out, the people, the sheeple of the world, oh yeah, they'll revolve around those things. These people look up to these Bill Gates, these Ellen DeGeneres, these different people in our society who are wicked, man. They look up to them. Gates later said fake news and disinformation online is a huge issue, and this is why they're trying to shut down our YouTube pages daily, because the information we bring out, this is what they call it, disinformation and fake news. Let me bring this out real fast. This is Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, man. And that's all that Bill Gates and his crews are, man. And his people listen to it, man. Because they don't know the scriptures, man. And it's beautiful. And that's why, I always say, man, I thank the Lord for pulling me out of this wicked world, man, and giving me these eyes and ears to hear and see these things that are coming, man. Because when you were in the wicked world, you didn't know what the heck to believe, man. But when you get into this truth, it gives you a grounding, it gives you stability, because that the Lord's words are truth, are law. His words are law. These scriptures are law. This is in the rest of the world outside of these scriptures is lawless. So why would you want to be in a lawless world? Once you get into this, once the Lord chooses you and pulls you out of this wicked world, He gives you these scriptures. You eat them, you read them, you eat them, it hits your belly. And you gotta wake up the others, man. It's work to be done, man. So let me stick to this. Though. He says, so there's disinformation and fake news. That those are some things that they love to say about us, and the people are taking and run with it. So he says some false information is more interesting than the truth. So digital channels seem to magnify echo chambers with bad facts. The billionaire also took the opportunity to the virtues of synthetic meat, promoting it in several different replies as a green product. There was a movie that came out that they were eating human. They were eating humans. They were grinding them up, and it was green saurian. I'm gonna say they were called it. It's a certain particular name that Esau has. But when he goes into the cannibalism and cooks, grinds up the humans and puts them in the patties and stuff, it's a certain name for it. He says, and a way to reduce one's carbon footprint. Esau has hell bent on this carbon footprint thing, man. This is where he comes up with this with the climate control, or it's a word he uses. Is it in here? Let me see. Slocky. What is that they like to use, man? They have these meetings. They got this guy who was running for president at one time. He's supposed to be the head of that stuff. Environmental something to that effect. I can't think of it. Lord willing, it comes to me, but yeah, Esau be bent on this carbon footprint stuff, man, and this global warming. That's what I think he's part of the global warming. Al Gore, that's what he's hell bent on for the last 10 plus years. Ever since they kept kicking him out of the presidential race or whatever. He that's what he turned to. They got to fool the people somehow. So they got that carbon footprinting and climate control. Saying that the earth is warming up, and it's because we have too many people upon the earth, and these people buy that, man. They actually buy that, and you got the Edomites are ready to kill themselves off, or kill their family off, or people because they're buying into it. It's too many of us, So they'll fall right into these lies. Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physicians of no value. This man, Bill Gates, has no value. He's not speaking what the Lord is speaking of. He's speaking against the Lord. But at the same time, he's doing his job because he's leading these sheeple off, man. We won't be able to support a large population if it gets a lot warmer. You see, this is what I'm saying. It's population control and it's what did I just say? Global warming situation is what they're hell bent on, man. Let me bring this out real fast. This is 1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thou trust. Avoid profane and vain babblings. This is a profane and vain babbling, man. That's what. Once again, it goes back to the Lord pulling us out of this world so we can be able to understand and see these things. Because at one point, in society, we were ones thinking, oh yeah, man, Bill Gates is the guy. He's running Microsoft. He's a billionaire. He lives a simple life. This and that to the third. You always picked up a lot of these Edomites, and then once the Lord puts that driving you to go search these things out, and you search out the truth. You find out Bill Gates, a lot of these guys in America are liars. A lot of the politicians are liars. A lot of the things that we looked up and thought were actually good were actually bad, man. And they could, and in this society, being bad is good. He says, this is 1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. Avoid profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so called, man. And this guy, these guys right here, these Edomites, they swear that they have all the answers. They did a diligent search throughout a lot of the things that they have stolen and still, So, they feel in their heart, they want to be next to the Lord. They want to try to create things, just as I was speaking about earlier about the DNA things that they extract and take. Esau is in the laboratory right now trying to create different types of DNA and stuff like that, man. Just so man, if he could try to create a whole human body, man. And he actually is trying to do that, man. He has different techniques that they can form, take a woman's egg and form babies into the woman's egg, man. What do we call those? Designer babies. They got all sorts of stuff out here right now, man. But at the end of the day, we need the Lord to come back, because we won't be able to take on Bill Gates and his army. This dude he's a billionaire. What are we gonna do? But yeah, I just seen this little article and I just wanted to bring it out. I hope this was edifying. Shalom, Maki.